Why some Western powers want to slow India's rise, and what actions they could take based on historical patterns, current geopolitics, and economic strategies. I have broken it down in different sections for clarity. 1. Reasons why West will want to suppress. India's rise. Strategic autonomy threatens control. India's non-aligned foreign policy means it won't always follow the US/NATO line. The example is buying Russian oil despite Western sanctions, joining BRICS initiatives. B. Economic rivalry. India's growing tech, manufacturing, and service exports could threaten Western corporate dominance. As India moves toward self-reliance, e.g., Make in India, defense production, Western companies lose market leverage. C. Geopolitical power shift. A stronger India could lead the global South, creating a multipolar order and reducing Western influence in Asia, Africa, and the Indian Ocean. Control of Indian Ocean sea lanes gives India strategic leverage over global trade. D. Competing soft power. If India rises as a development model outside Western neoliberal frameworks, it challenges the Western narrative of best practices and political systems. 2. What actions the West could take, based on past patterns, to achieve its goal. These are not predictions, but observations of tactics historically used by powerful states to manage rivals. A. Economic leverage. Target key exports. Pharmaceuticals, IT services, textiles. Investment restrictions to limit access to Western markets. Use credit rating agencies or IMF World Bank influence to impact borrowing costs. B. Technology control. Restrict high-tech exports and limit India's access to semiconductor manufacturing equipment, defense tech, AI software, and advanced weapon systems. IP enforcement and tighten patent rules to make Indian pharma and tech production costlier. C. Political influence media narrative shaping by promoting stories that highlight instability, corruption, or human rights concerns to tarnish India's image. Support for internal opposition or NGOs and fund groups that pressure the government on specific issues, creating political friction. Diplomatic isolation by using alliances to exclude India from key decision-making forums. D. Security and strategic pressure. Encourage regional tensions by backing Pakistan's position on certain disputes, or fund fundamentalist groups, arm them, and instigate Bangladesh against neighboring countries. Create arms dependence by keeping India reliant on Western defense imports rather than developing its own. E. Talent and brain drain immigration policy incentives. Attract India's top engineers, scientists, and innovators to settle in the West instead of building India's domestic capacity. Third long-term strategic goal. The ultimate aim of Western powers' actions would not necessarily be to cripple India, but to keep it within a certain power band strong enough to counterbalance China, but not strong enough to independently lead a new global order.